Exposing the dark secrets hidden in plain sight can lead you down a path of no return. The journey into the unknown is often fraught with peril, and sometimes the most terrifying discoveries are the ones that lie just beneath the surface. The stench gave her away. It was a smell that no one could ignore, a smell that spoke of something terribly wrong. Neighbors noticed it first, an unbearable odor seeping through the thin walls. They whispered among themselves, their faces etched with concern and fear. Detective Claire Monroe was dispatched to the scene. She had seen her fair share of grim cases, but something about this one felt different. Apartment 4B looked ordinary, but the moment Claire stepped inside, she knew something was wrong. The air was heavy, almost suffocating, and the silence was deafening. The air was thick with the scent of death, clinging to her clothes, filling her lungs. Claire's heart pounded faster. She had to steel herself, pushing past the initial wave of nausea. The apartment was eerily quiet. It was the kind of silence that made the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Furniture neatly arranged, a half-eaten meal on the kitchen table. It was dead silent. The scene was almost too perfect, as if someone had tried to maintain a facade of normalcy. In the back corner of the living room, a door was slightly ajar. Claire approached it cautiously, her hand instinctively reaching for her weapon. Inside, the dimly lit bedroom revealed Laura Matthews' lifeless body. The sight was both tragic and horrifying. Bound wrists, a pillow over her face. Suffocation. The method was cold and calculated, leaving no room for doubt about the killer's intent. Claire's stomach churned. This wasn't a quick act. It was methodical, personal. She could feel the weight of the victim's final moments pressing down on her. The first break came from Laura's phone. It was a small piece of technology, but it held the key to unraveling the mystery. Several calls from a burner phone, untraceable. The anonymity of the calls added another layer of complexity to the case. But one chilling text: "We need to talk." It was a message that hinted at a confrontation, a meeting that never should have happened. Laura's life had been spiraling. The pressures of her work and personal life were taking a toll on her. Working on a major expose about corruption in a local real estate company, receiving threats. She was fearless. Her determination to uncover the truth made her a target. Her editor confirmed it. She was onto something big. The stakes were high, and Laura knew it. The investigation turned to the prime suspect, Robert Kilburn. His name had come up in Laura's notes multiple times, but his alibi was airtight. Something wasn't right. Claire felt that there was more to the story than what met the eye. Claire's gut pointed her to Sam Richards, Laura's boyfriend. His behavior was off, and Claire couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something. He seemed distraught, but evasive. His answers were inconsistent, and his eyes betrayed a deeper turmoil. The autopsy revealed Laura had been dead for nearly 3 days. The timeline was crucial in piecing together the events leading up to her death. Sam claimed he hadn't seen her in over a week. His denial was firm, but Claire sensed a crack in his facade. Laura's journal revealed the truth about their relationship: possessiveness, jealousy. The entries painted a picture of a relationship fraught with tension and control. Forensics found a single fibre in the rope matching Sam's jacket. It was the piece of evidence that tied him to the crime scene. Sam broke down under questioning. "I didn't mean to kill her." His confession was a mix of guilt and desperation. Desperation and control led to Laura's death. The need to dominate had driven him to commit the unthinkable. It was a chilling confession. The room seemed to grow colder as Sam recounted the events of that fateful night. As Sam was led away in handcuffs, Claire stood alone in the apartment, the silence overwhelming. The weight of the case settled heavily on her shoulders. Laura's life was taken by someone who claimed to love her. It was a tragic end to a story that had once held so much promise. In that silent room, it was the only thing left. The echoes of a life cut short lingered in the air, a haunting reminder of the fragility of human existence. Claire looked out the window, the city lights twinkling in the distance. She knew that this case would stay with her, a silent shadow in the back of her mind. As she closed the case file and walked away, she couldn't help but think of Laura's bravery and the price she paid for seeking the truth. A new day was beginning, but the memory of Laura Matthews would never fade. Her story would serve as a stark reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows. Claire drove away, her mind already on the next case. She was determined to bring justice to those who couldn't fight for themselves. The city was waking up, unaware of the dark secrets that had been uncovered. Life went on, but for Claire, the silent room would always be a place of haunting memories. Her badge was a symbol of justice, a promise to keep fighting for the truth, no matter how chilling the mystery. With a determined stride, Claire walked into the police station, ready to face whatever came next. The silent room was behind her, but its lessons would guide her forward.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and like the video.